Today we're going to be looking at the fastest way to kill the red worm here in Season 4 in Modern Warfare Zombies. Initially I wanted this to be a solo run, but in the 3 times that I've tried to do it over the last couple of days, each time I either end up with one person with me or several people. It is what it is, but I'm still here to show you guys how you can get this thing done. Even with just the one extra person, wait till you guys see how fast we ended up taking this thing down. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to convince you. But that does also lead me into one of the other topics that I wanted to talk about today, and that is that Modern Warfare Zombies' absolute worst attribute can also be its best. So if you guys are into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, rock the hell out of that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. We're getting so much closer to that 20,000 subscriber goal. Now this run was absolutely insane. We are using the XRK Stalker Sniper. We went in and 2-shotted the Stormcaller, then we're gonna go and defeat the Red Worm, and then we're gonna go on into the OG Elder Dark Aether, get all of those schematics and a bunch of really cool acquisitions. I can't wait to dive into everything about this run. Really quick, I do need to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor. If you guys are looking to unlock the new MW3 camos such as Interstellar or Borealis, or possibly even play in some bot lobbies or get all the best schematics in Modern Warfare Zombies, then be sure to check out Midge Cactus. They're the biggest and most reliable sellers with heaps of brand new offerings for MW3 with completely safe and legitimate services for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. With thousands of great reviews on Trustpilot, you guys should definitely check them out. Be sure to use code REALG at checkout for 5% off your entire order for a limited time only. I'm sure some of you the other day saw the video that I posted on this XRK just one-shotting these mega abominations. Well, I'd seen a comment of somebody telling me that this thing is capable of 5-shotting the red worm. It definitely got me curious and I needed to come in here and try it for myself. Now, like I said, I did make a few runs attempting to do this solo, and the first one that I tried to do, that one just went terrible. And the second one that I attempted to set up, there was a bunch of people that decided to come over and join that one with me. On this last one, the third one that I attempted, there was one guy that was hanging out over here next to the red worm fight, so I was pretty damn sure he was waiting to do it himself as well. When the time came for the storm to actually start moving and for us to insert the USBs, he ended up trying to drop me the ones that he collected, so at least I knew he ended up putting in the work to set this thing up. Maybe this person actually had a little bit of an idea of what we're doing, and I don't really have to watch over them or worry about them going down, and then I'm going to have to worry about all the other zombies and stuff, and also myself going down. For the setup though, it was actually really simple, so we just brought in the Scorcher, so it was easy enough for us to fly around and gather up all those USBs. If you've done this a few times, and if you know where all the spots are, I would just advise you guys to run around and look for those right off the bat. It really should only take you a few minutes to find all of them without even going to the building and checking for the spot. It'll just cut out an extra step for you. Now, initially, like I said, I did think it was just going to be myself over here, and I wanted to keep a lot of these zombies off of me while I dealt with this red worm, so I was going to bring over 3 sentry guns. Now, if you guys are going to do this solo, I would recommend at least bringing over 2 sentry guns just to keep some of these zombies off of you. Also, if it wasn't apparent, you guys will definitely need a golden gas mask. Now, you will be repairing this thing a lot at the ammo station, so I would also advise you guys to bring in decoys. Those will just also get some of those zombies off of your back while you're trying to deal with the red worm. This fight here in total ended up taking me and this guy 45 seconds to complete. That's right, guys, we killed this guy in under a minute. Oh no, it doesn't really beat the, I almost think, world-breaking kill that I ended up getting with a bunch of randoms. We almost insta-killed a red worm in about 3 seconds. Granted, that was with a bunch of people there. I'm talking, we almost had the entire lobby at the red worm fight. This was just me and one other person. Now, especially with that first shot that I got on this red worm, I ended up taking almost a quarter of his health off with just that single first critical shot. For some reason, I really just didn't get lucky enough to get those bright glowing red spots to get a bunch more critical shots, but this thing still ended up just deleting this red worm incredibly fast. I can definitely confirm if you hit those shots right in those glowing spots, and if you get those critical shots, you could kill this red worm in 5 shots. I don't know if you guys seen that. I accidentally dropped this guy my flawless crystal. I didn't mean to do that, but I didn't want to be an asshole and be like, just take it back. I ended up doing one of those triangle Easter eggs in the very beginning of the match, and I dropped both of my items for people in the match now. I had ended up dropping the legendary Aether tool for a guy in the first tier zone, and then I ended up giving this guy my flawless crystal. But as you guys can tell, we are in the original OG Dark Aether, and I am partied up now with the guy that I ended up fighting the red worm with, which does bring me into another topic that I kind of wanted to discuss about Modern Warfare Zombies. However, since the dawn of time, I don't know if a lot of you guys are like me, but whenever I played zombies, even way back in the day, I remember whenever I would play, I would always queue in solo, and I really didn't like playing with people. Whenever I play zombies, it's my time to get away from everything and everybody, even like online experiences and interactions, if that really makes any sense. I do still wish that there was some sort of an actual solo game mode for zombie players in this game. With the way that this game mode is set up, it actually provides some experiences that you might end up having that aren't really obtainable anywhere else. It being such a large open world and there being being so many players on the map that are actually all doing different goals and different things, really does open a wide variety of opportunity and gameplay options that aren't really found anywhere else. Like, you can help somebody else if they're struggling to do missions, or if they want to complete bosses or anything like that. You can try to go at things completely solo if you want to, and hell, you may even make a friend that's trying to do the same thing. See, at first when I realized that there was yet another person that was getting ready to do the red worm fight with me, and then they wanted to come into the dark ether with me, and you know, at first I was a little bit, you know, put off by it. I was kind of like, you know, like a Mr. Scrooge in kind of a way, like a bah humbug type shit. Then that's kind of when it kicked into me that, you know, I was honestly being the jerk. Even though I wasn't vocalizing it or spelling it out in the chat or anything, I realized, just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I am actually being an asshole. Especially at the end of the dark ether run, when the guy waited for me up at the edge of the portal just to kind of talk to me for a second and say thank you. Asked him if he needed any schematics. He said he had all of them, and I told him to check out the YouTube channel. That's one of the really big things that I think Modern Warfare Zombies really had going for it, is just that it really kind of brought the community together to do certain things. I mean, look, guys, I've been a part of a lot of different gaming communities throughout my gaming career, I guess you could say. Not only just the Zombies community, the Zombies community as a whole is absolutely great, but the Modern Warfare Zombies community specifically, I mean, was absolutely amazing. I've never seen so many more people actually reaching out to other people to help them. Other people needed help getting certain schematics, or they needed to go into dark ethers, or they wanted to do the red worm. I mean, I've just seen so many people, even in the comment sections of videos, everybody's saying, hey, add me up, I'll help you. Hell, there was even a time there where pretty much the only thing I would do in Modern Warfare Zombies is whenever I would get wonder weapons or like legendary ether tools and stuff like that, I would just go back into the first tier zone and drop them off for those players that are just hanging out there. Like I mentioned before, we had almost the entire lobby doing the red worm fight, and that is definitely something I will probably never forget. I think that this game in general just really had something going for it when it came to just bringing the community together. I really do think that they struck gold with the formula and with the gameplay loop here. Like, this is the first one that I think actually kind of stuck with the people that were playing it. Yes, I thought that Outbreak was okay, and I did enjoy myself playing it, but it never really completely, like I said, stuck with me. I actually really like Modern Warfare Zombies, and I know a bunch of other players that do as well. Don't get me wrong, I love round-based, and I'm extremely excited for it to come back. Absolutely cannot wait to make videos on Black Ops 6. We all know Treyarch is just the absolute goats at what they do. I do believe that this game mode does deserve a little bit of respect, though, just because I do believe it is the first zombie game mode that doesn't completely follow that same Treyarch formula. Judging from the reception from the fans, it was overall received quite well. I mean, yes, we do have some round-based fans that were a little bit, you know, vocal about their opinions, but that's alright. Like I said, for overall finding success in a new formula and gameplay loop, and also just having the ability of bringing the community together like they did, I think is absolutely awesome. Let me know down in the comments section what you guys are thinking about all of this. Whether it has to do with the red worm fight that we went through, or you guys just want to talk to me about how you guys feel about Modern Warfare Zombies, let me know down in the comments section. Did put this loadout in one of the previous videos, but I am going to throw it up on the screen here because I know somebody's going to want it. Again, a big thank you to everybody who took the time out to check out the video. It truly does mean the world to me. Be sure to drop it a like if you guys enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.